driving a Mazda CX30, and what a nice car it is. It's another one of Mazda's attempts to mimic a BMW, which is something they've been doing for decades. It's quite a nice looking car. It's quite a big car. The seats has got to be the best car seat I've ever sat in. I've maintained for quite a while that BMW make the best car seats, and Mazda's attempt to copy it is the one thing that they've actually done better than BMW. I tend to get backache quite a lot when I'm driving. After 150 miles, my back's in quite a bit of pain usually. I've been driving this car for almost 250 miles. Nothing at all on my back. My back feels fine. The seat supports your back. Every centimetre of your back has got exactly the same amount of pressure on it from the seat back. It really is a nice seat. It's a good place to sit. There's a nice big chunky footrest for your resting foot when you're not changing gear, when you're on the motorways. Dashboard is nice and clear, easy to read. Again, it's got the pop-up bloody screen in the middle, which I really don't like, these pop-up screens. I much prefer it in the center of the dashboard. But the map is very clear, very easy to read. The problem with this car is I can't figure anything out on it. I can't figure out the central computer thing. I can't figure out how to pair my phone to it. So nothing's intuitive. The controls, half the controls on the steering wheel, they're in a light grey with a sort of embossed description of what it does, which is very difficult to see except in perfect lighting conditions. It's just a problem to use. On the plus side, again copying BMW, you've got the sort of stitched leather on the dashboard and the door trim. The passenger side of the dashboard is very clean. The air vents for the driver directly where your hands sit on the wheel, which is perfect because, especially for me, I get very cold hands in the winter, so I should imagine in the winter this is a good car for me. It blows warm air directly onto your hands where they sit on the wheel. What I do like is the pop-up display, not the pop-up display, the heads-up display on the windshield. There was a little bit of an issue with it when I first picked the car up. I don't know if maybe the car takes a while to get used to things, but I was driving down the motorway and suddenly it showed that I was in a 30-mile-an-hour limit. No sign of roadworks or anything like that. And it was just varying the speed limit that it was showing on the heads-up, which is kind of strange. It doesn't seem to have done it for the last 150 miles, so maybe that was just because the car was brand new. It only had less than 10 miles on it when I picked it up. The mirror, the wing mirror, you get a little amber warning triangle when there's a car coming up alongside, which is sort of useful, I suppose. Makes it less likely for you to make a mistake and pull out. Car's nice and quiet. I'm delivering it to North London. I don't know how it's going to be used, but it's not really a car for London. It's very wide, this car. But it's a good motorway car. It's quiet on the motorway. So quiet, in fact, that your speed tends to creep up, so you've got to keep your eye on the speedo, which the heads-up display helps with that. Getting about just under 40 miles to the gallon out of it, so it's reasonably economical. And that's it. Nice car. So drive safe. Bye bye.